Howdy folks, and welcome back to my channel, Gaming with Distractions. My name is Curtis, otherwise known as C-Money, and welcome to Satisfactory. So this is a new game I picked up. I'm super addicted to it. I was just playing this offline. I wasn't going to bring it to the channel. However, I've had a few people ask to see the game. So I'm going to do an episode, and I'm going to leave it up to you if you want this to become a series or not. So you have to let me know in the comments. So when you start off, you have 4 starting areas, and their difficulty goes from left to right. So this is the easiest, second, medium, hard type of deal, right? Resources, there are some pros and cons to them. Like even on the easy ones, like you'll find the starting resources readily available. But yeah. So you probably want to start, if you're starting off for the first time, you probably want to start with one of these two. So, starting area, grass fields. We're not skipping onboarding. We are not cheating. Single player, and it is joinable with by friends if I so choose.
Separation from main transport complete. Group 8 delivered to Calistian region. All pioneers functional, initiating dispersion. Attention pioneer, I am Ada, your personal instance of the artificial directory and assistant. Welcome to the Fixit Incorporated Save the Day program. A Fixit pioneer has 3 core assignments. Construct. All pioneers must follow Fixit guidelines and instructions when constructing any building. Automate. Every pioneer is responsible for setting up and managing efficient pipelines, outposts, and power infrastructure. Explore and exploit. Fixit selected planets are rich with resources suitable for direct use or further investigation. Stay within your designated. And that is why the world is counting on pioneers like you. Fixit. Short-term solutions to long-term problems. Initiating planetfall. Atmospheric entry in 3, 2, 1. Beginning aero assist. Drag within acceptable parameters. Descent phase begun. Decelerating. Deploying parachute. Deploying backup parachute. Skipping parachute. Landing phase begun. Activating retro propulsion. Touchdown. Planetfall complete. Drop pod integrity nominal. Omni situational exploration suit nominal. Pioneer. Acceptable. Congratulations, you are the 3rd in your region to survive planetfall. Welcome to Massage 2, AB-B, in the binary system of Akicha. Loading objective-based introduction. Begin onboarding. First contact safety tool supplied due to presence of alien megafauna. Adhere to Fixit procedure and equip the Fixit Inc. Xeno Zapper before leaving the drop zone. Next objective. Dismantle the drop pod. Fixit Incorporated as cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. The drop pod will be recycled to construct the first stage of the habitat and utility base, often referred to as the hub. Next objective. Use the resource scanner to find and collect additional iron to be able to build the hub. If you cannot find iron, be assured scans of the planet have revealed sufficient iron sources.
So these ones pinged first, so that means these ones are the closest. And we're just going to hit L3 to run. Okay, so here's the thing. We need this. We need this bad. So I don't know if you'd noticed there, but I held square, and now it'll auto pick it up as I run by, as we run to our destination. So this is not a tutorial. I am not super efficient at this game. I've been playing, learning things on the fly. I did do a little research before starting, but I didn't get too terribly in depth because I really want to save a lot of it to discover on my own. So there's things that I'll probably end up doing differently in this playthrough than I am on my single player one, just based on things I've learned.
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized as compatible with the human digestive system by Fixit, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Store this potential resource for later use.
I like Ada. She's my favorite AI voice, and she's so sarcastic. It's just hilarious. Okay, so this here is limestone, not what we're looking for, but let's remember it. Here is the iron. So what I'm doing, I'm running and I'm doing a slide and then jumping. It's the quickest way of traveling in this game. Think of it as like Minecraft. When you're running, you jump and it makes you go faster. Okay, this guy's not friendly, so we're going to try and take him out as quickly as possible.
Interrupting previous message for higher priority message. Next objective. Use the build gun to construct the hub. Iron is a base component necessary for all near future progress, so ensure you build the hub close to iron sources. Fixit does not pay by the kilometer.
So you'll see here in the orange, it says normal. So iron ore normal. There's impure, normal, and pure. And that affects how much is harvested when you have equipment and machinery. So we're not going to worry about that terribly right now. But the fact that it's normal it's a good thing. We'll be getting more out of it than if it was impure. If it's impure, you get 30 a minute, normal 60 a minute, and 120 a minute when it is pure. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, so our next objective. So objective 1, land. 2, get familiar with equipment. Find iron. Now we want to set up a hub close to where the iron is. We also want to be close to other resources, and we have limestone behind us, so...
Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fixit to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
Okay, so we're going to build our hub now. So I'm hitting L1, and we have crafting bench and the hub that we can build. I'm just going to spin it a little bit. And I'm going to put it kind of in this valley of sorts.
Hub foundation built. The hub terminal and crafting bench are only the humble beginnings of a successful Fixit pioneer, but essential for the next steps of onboarding. Once finished, the hub will function as your base of operations. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 1.
So we're going to need more iron for this, so I'm just going to keep gathering. Now I just clicked square and it just keeps going, so not like you have to tap square or hold square or anything like that, which is nice. Until you move, then it cancels that action. So what we're going to do is we're going to want to come in here. So right now we can craft iron ingots, and we use those ingots to craft iron plates and iron rods. So again, I'm just clicking square, and it's just going to keep going until I move or hit circle to stop crafting. It's a very fun game, very addictive. A lot of this manual stuff we're doing is going to be automated. And so this is not a survival game. This is a resource factory game. I was showing this to Austin yesterday, I think it was, and how I explain it to him is essentially we're the Decepticons. We're on this planet to steal all the resources. But as we'll hear from Ada a little later on, it's to protect the puppies and kitties. So that makes it okay. So this here is our hub. This is active milestones. We have nothing active, but our first objective here is the tier 1 objective. And these are the rewards once we're done. So we'll get equipment workshop, portable miner, and an extra slot. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit square to activate this, and it wants 10 pipes. So we're going to craft 10 pipes. And we're going to put the resources in the hub and hit square.
Hub Upgrade 1, Storage and Frame, completed. Equipment like the portable miner can now be made in the workshop. Congratulations on completing your first milestone, the first of many providing access to new recipes and technologies for the Fix-It mission. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 2.
So before we do that, we're going to want to craft the equipment workshop. So we need 6 plates and 4 pipes. I'm just going to make a few extras because it don't matter. Okay. And we're going to put it on this side. Now you can hit R1 to snap, but there's not really a snapping place in this one. And I do want to turn it around. I want it in this direction. Oops. Oh. The reason we wanted this is because our portable miners are in here. And I'm going to want at least a couple of them, so just gonna gather some more of these, some more of these. Now, how many nodes do we have? We have 1, 2, we have 3. And we could put a bunch on one spot, but this is just a temporary resource until we unlock the miners. So I want 3 of these. So I'm just going to go in here and equip them. And again, this is not a tutorial. This is just a playthrough. Show off the game. See if you guys want a series out of it. There's a lot better YouTubers out there that know this game inside and out. For me, it's just for a lot of playing it just because it's super duper fun. And there you go. There's the 4-legged whale dude. You'll notice the animals here are much different than what you would expect. That guy's pretty cool. It's like a giant ray in the sky. Okay, so we've now set up these little miners. They max out at 100 iron ores. So we're gonna want to come in here and empty them regularly. I'm just doing that by accessing them by hitting square and hitting square to grab the resources. And we're going to come in here and quickly make iron ingots out of it. Well, as we level up the hub, you can do it quickly, but you kind of want to do it in steps. You want to build the cool stuff that comes with each step along the way. Let's see, is there anything else we can build here? No. So we'll just go back to the hub. Now for upgrade number 2, we need 20 rods and 10 plates, which we do not have. So I'll go in here and start crafting. So I could craft more, because we're gonna need them, but it's fine. Now you'll see we had 18, so 8 remain in there, because we only needed 10 of them. I'm gonna hold square, and yeah, now we now have the shell.
Power and shell completed. The smelter can turn raw ore such as copper and iron into ingots, and the biomass burner generates power when fueled. Fun fact. Most of the native flora and fauna is compatible with Fixit technology. Fueling the biomass burner with inappropriate materials will result in deductions or even cancellation of your yearly bonus. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 3.
It is so sarcastic. So this is the biomass generator. It's our power generator. And this is why we were gathering these leaves and the wood that we put that in here, and that'll generate power. I'm just going to put some stuff in the storage here that we don't need on us. I'm going to do that. Okay, so what did we unlock, you ask? Excellent question. We have now unlocked a smelter. What does the smelter do, you ask? Excellent questions. I will show you that here in a moment. So we have, our guys are full. See, they're not working right now. It means they have the 100 ores in them. So I'm just going to come and empty them out. And before we do much, no, it's fine. Okay, so we're going to craft the smelter. To do that, we need copper, which we haven't discovered yet. But we can now search it. And our closest copper is down here. Before I head there, though, I'm going to craft myself another miner. And I'm actually going to craft a couple because I want some in the limestone too. We'll need it for later, so we might as well. So what I was doing, making the iron ingots, that's what the smelter's going to do. We're going to put the ore in it, and it's going to make the ingots for us. Can't remember how many I need. So yeah, we're going to go in here. I need 2 of them. I can make 1. No, I can make more than 1. That's fine. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Okay, so the limestone is used to make cement. We're going to need cement later. It's impure, so it's not super high quality, but it'll do. Now this big node at the top needs to be broken in order to get this, later on the big miner, so I'm just doing that to get that out of there. Put that in my hand. There we go. Okay, so now that copper ore is gone, but it was in this direction, I know that much. Okay, so that's the nearest one. What are those, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. These are Christmas presents. There's an event going on. We're not going to have enough time in this playthrough for them, but I'm going to pick one up so you can listen to Ada, who is the Scrooge.
Congratulations! You have found your first Fixmas gift package, which is, naturally, full of gifts, the basic part necessary for most Fixmas seasonal event activities. Don't forget to check the calendar or the map to see what you can do with these gifts. Or do forget, I don't care.
Yeah, she's not a Christmassy person, I am thinking. Sorry, that might get a little dizzy for those watching. Okay, we need to get up there, because that appears to be where our copper is. And there just so happens to be your little ramp here. How do you know that, Mr. C Money, you ask? Well, thank you for asking. I'm in the same spot, even though it's random, I am in the same spot that I am in my regular playthrough, which is a wonderful bonus because I kind of have an idea where everything is. So, no, need my cattle prod. Stop running. Okay. So here we are at the copper mine. Get our miner out. I am going to mine some more because we need it for the smelter. Hopefully that's enough. So yeah, the Christmas event, there's a lot of research and a bunch of other things going on with it, so that's why I'm not going to bother with it on this playthrough. I'm not even done it on my regular playthrough because there's a lot to it, a lot of research, and yeah. So just if you're interested, I could always go to my regular playthrough just to show it to you. Okay, so we want to build a smelter. And we're going to do that by making copper ingots. You'll see the wires will become available down there. You use the wires to make cable? Yeah, you use wires to make cable. It should be showing us that we could make some. Can't afford recipe. Okay. Okay, we're just making wires. Oh, I haven't crafted any wires yet. That's why. Now you can see the cables become available. Just gonna make a few of them. Gonna make some plates and some rods as well. Plates do we have? Okay, we should have enough to craft our smelter. We do. Fantastic. I'm just going to put it over here for now. And hit R2, not X, Curtis. So you'll notice there's an input and an output. I'm just going to bring it up again. So the orange is the input and the blue is the output. And that'll come into play later. What we're going to do now. Oh, another thing we need to do. We've unlocked wires. So now instead of just tapping L1 and going down to wires, I do have some shortcuts. Right now, just the power line, so I can just hold L1 and select that. And it takes cable in order to use it, and I'm just going to attach it directly to our biomass thing. Now, you can only put one wire into here. I'll explain that stuff later. So, we should have about 300 ores, because these guys hold 100 each. We had some on us as well. Now, instead of doing it manually, we can select, sorry, let me take a step back. I could select copper ingots or iron ingots. And we're going to select these, and I'm going to put 100 iron ores in there, and it's going to make me 100 iron ingots. While it's doing that, let me see. Is there anything else we need? No. What we're going to do now is look at our next upgrade. What do we need? 20 plates, 20 rods, and 20 wire. So I'm just going to go back to here. I'm just taking some from here, but we're going to have to craft some, so that's fine. Plates, we have 18. We just need a couple. Need 20 of these. Then we need 20 wire, in which we have 8. Okay, here we go. And put the items that are required and hold square. So you see the frames building up.
Interior furnishing completed. The constructor can produce simple parts, and power poles allow for the expansion of the power grid. When you make the inevitable mistake, Fixit's dismantling feature is designed to salvage all resources used during construction, in line with our zero waste policy. We understand that Fixit pioneers are only human and thus prone to error. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 4.
So, as you heard there, sorry, I'm just putting more stuff in here. We're going to need to continue upgrading. We've unlocked the personal quarters. I'm going to show you some cool stuff in there in a moment here. I just want to collect some and gather some resources. Here it is. Look at that. That's just sweet looking. Like, how can you not get like super addicted to this game? Okay, so I'm just gonna grab those. Whee! Oh, I'm surprised I didn't take any fall damage. Glad we didn't, but I'm surprised we didn't. Now, what we would like to do is get a second one of these up, have it going for the copper. So we still have this. Now, we've unlocked the constructor, and we've unlocked power poles, in which we need concrete, which is why I proactively set up the limestone extractor. Did I not grab any? Oh, I don't have room. Let's put that in there, that. And we got a lot of iron on us too, so. Okay. sorry, I just want to get a handle on some of the stuff that's in our inventory, and we're going to need all these resources for the next hub upgrade anyway. But I am going to break away from this here to show you this, which is really cool. This is where you can go to customize your character. This is the little handheld tool, and this is a trinket that hangs from the handheld tool. And here you can change the color of your character. Gonna make it cat-like. Gonna make pink ears. Leave that orange. But we can
Enhance.
zoom in, rotate. Oz's girlfriend Sarah would probably like that helmet in these colors. So yeah, more stuff will come up in here shortly once we continue with the upgrades. Now, so this is the important part. Even if I had a second smelter, I wouldn't have the ability to hook it up or power it because we'll touch on that later. Because you can only have one line coming out of there. And another thing Ada had mentioned earlier is that when you dismantle something, just L2 and then R2, you get 100% of the resources back. Always. Like it's just a thing. So that's like fantastic. Like how many games do we play that we lose all our resources all the time, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up kind of a line, factory line, I guess. So we're going to set this one up. We're going to put a second one. I'm going to lock it in. We don't have enough copper wire. Bear with me. So I'm going to use this one here for copper. I'm going to use this one here for iron. And then I'm going to fill it. The resources that I have. So now we need to get power to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold L1. We have power poles, but I'm just going to select the power line. Once you click on this, if I point downwards, it's automatically going to put a power line there. Sorry. I'm just going to bring it over to here. And then I'm going to power this. And I'm going to power this. Now, very important with the power consumption. You'll see here, I'm going to zoom in. So right now we're consuming, top left there, 8 MW. In the bottom right, capacity is 20. So we don't have to worry about blowing the breaker. We're producing more power than we're using. That's the important part. And we'll be able to produce new power later on anyway. So you'll see here, it's producing copper, and this one is producing iron. Now what we can do, if we have the materials for it, we can build the constructor. I am missing plates, reinforced plates and cable. Okay, so reinforced plates, we need to talk about that now. Reinforced plate, just going to go into here. I need iron plates and screws in order to make the reinforced plates. So we need to make iron rods. We need 2 of these reinforced iron plates for the one constructor. Okay. Now, we're not going to be able to attach these because we don't have conveyor belts yet. But I am going to set one up here just to show it to you. Oh, still missing items, sorry. I need a cable. Now what I can do is I can take the iron that's being produced in here and I can select any one of these. Or I could grab the copper and put them in here, or the limestone and put it in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to build some iron plates, and I'm going to put iron ingots in there. Then, where's our power pole? We're going to grab some power and power it up. And you'll see now it's producing iron rods for us. We can change that up. We can have multiple constructors so that they're building the different items. And there's an efficiency chain that it's more advanced stuff. We can touch on it, but it's almost a separate thing. So I'm just going to make some plates here. Oh, did you hear that? The power went out. Why did the power go out, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because it has used up all the leaf. Oh, no, it's still going. Sorry, just a sound effect. Oops. Get those back in there. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to look at the next hub upgrade. We're going to select this milestone. So I'm going to make the concrete. We have more than enough, but I might as well just use it so that we don't have the limestone on us. 20, we got 4 of those cables. Okay. So this is done. That's done. Okay, so let's get 20 cables. We'll just make some wire till we have enough for the 20 cables. Actually, we only need 16 because we have 4 on us. The iron plates, we have 14, but if I recall correctly, that's what we put over here. No, we did iron rods. So now I'm just going to switch that over to iron plates. Put 100 ingots in there and we're good to go. So what else did we unlock here? Power poles, power lines. Okay, we've touched on everything that we've unlocked. We should be grabbing the iron ingots from there, but right now we have an inventory spacing issue, so we're just gonna leave it as is. So it's probably gonna be quicker for me just to make these than to wait for 75 plates to be ready. Finding efficiencies and the quickest and best way to set stuff up, that's part of the appeal and the allure of this game to me. The days are dynamic, as you saw. We just transitioned from night to day here, or transitioning. How many more plates do we need? Oh, 5. That we can be able to get that from here easily. And while I'm here, I'll feed it more ingots. So we have the resources required for our next upgrade. Ready? Boom.
Hub Upgrade 4, Landing Platform and Utilities, completed. Conveyor belts connect the output of one building to the input of another and transport resources. Due to past incidents, I have been asked to issue a clarification. Portable miners, obviously, do not have a connection for conveyor belts. There is nothing to suggest, visually or functionally, that they can be connected to portable miners. If this is something you struggle with, do not worry. Fixit has alternative uses for all their pioneers. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 5.
So you'll see some new stuff has appeared in our hub. A toilet, you can flush stuff down there. We now have a game within a game with our computer. Just gonna go here. Let's see what we've unlocked. We now have conveyor belts. So you know how I was grabbing the ingots from here and then transferring them over to here? Well, now, folks, we can attach it via conveyor belt. And you'll see now the ingots automatically go over into here. So this is kind of where efficiencies come into play, because this is producing 30 iron ingots per minute, and this is using 20. So it's not as efficient. And sometimes you'll get like 15 for an item, so then you'd want 2 constructors. What else did we unlock? I think that is it for this one. So we're going to leave it there. When we come back, I will do a second episode for you, just to get further into automation. And again, if you want this to be a series on the channel, let me know in the comments. We'll see how it does and if I'll do a series. My big map is offline, so it's not going to affect me playing this game or not, because it's also the game I'm binge playing at the moment. So anyway, thanks for joining. See you in the next episode. Toodaloo.